18 November 2021. We will move from the point we stopped. We will have the first concept as we have on market. It's named the life cycle. The life cycle is applied to products, to service, and to person in general. Like the sports player has the period which he will try to do his career and get the money, and then will be retired. In the company, the board member or the CEO, mostly common with the CEO, will have this period, achieve their goals or the company goals, and will be retired. In the same way, the artist that will have this period, and of course that will be retired or out of show business. This model we had yesterday, it's all about this. The idea as life cycle goes: when you start your career, you achieve the higher point, and then you will go out the show. You had the money, you have no motivation to continue, your circumstance points that you shouldn't continue. This model, in the same way, is a model on economy. I think that is Enrico Modigliani. It's the wealth cycle, the cycle of things you do. You work hard to achieve a comfort position, and then you will have no need to work or to get more money. You will be satisfied. And then we have the idea as life cycle in the same way at market. We have this idea at this security forum, and considering the show business as area under review, like this. We had this equally at the financial system yesterday, kicking with the how the interface between the moment until you achieve something can fix or you know change the way things will go. For instance, this do not happen in other models, only at the model that you're having yesterday at this interface. It's a model with a little bit more complexity, but it's like this. Allowed us to get the white collar crime and a lot of things. If all this is something on economy named collinearity, of course that we are observing that this simple model using the Gauss curve, which is the normal distribution, helps a lot. And with the binary taxonomy inside this, and how this related with the environment, you had almost the world in the palm of your hand. And it's the idea of this American grid, considering the United Kingdom grid, and this is the control or the management using a matrix. Simple, isn't it? Then we will check that we will advance a bit more with our model that goes like this. The first thing I could observe before, that's the distortions between different areas. A, B. It's not A, B, but indeed C. Made my model a simple Venn diagram unveil this situation, and this area here, which is very promiscuous, I can swap each other, especially using interface. Unfortunately, having this new situation, not A, not B, not C already unveiled, indeed is A, B, C. We got this clear, no surprise until here. The possibility leads me to get that this distribution using three segments in the same way we can have using our model that goes like this. I will have my situation with distribution of values from the underground crossing to this area here and to this area here in one specific area, conjuncture, company. And I observe that this area here is the area of illegal things. It's the underground. Here is the interface or the space interval that will filter this. I could observe equally that this area here, indeed, it's not the show business. It's not when I will have my results, my income, things properly made and equally proper, able to be presented to anyone. And this situation will create a need as something to make this able. In general, is by migration after have the data modified, consolidating a new data or doing the modified data. In Brazil, it's a crime all around equally. If you do this in other areas, especially to take advantage of a lot of things, you are committing a crime, maybe white collar crime, and all problems subside. Now we will consider that this situation here can be presented as alpha macro, for instance, A conjuncture, A company, and all this as inside my company or my micro level as organization will have a distribution of values. And this indeed will only raise the size of my matrix for control that is inside this area here. And then I decided to do this in other areas, like the entire global system or my conjuncture USA. See, I will transfer all areas with -1, which indeed is the least result that I can present through the interface, putting a circle in the middle. That's not my square. We had this model before. Yesterday. I mean today, early in the after hours, 0 hours. Then, this entire illicit money here now is transferred to one specific bank in UK. That will transfer this to India. That will now transfer this to China. And then we will see what will happen. This is the general idea of this control. We could have that our matrix as American grid goes like line and columns. And if I have no fail, I will have lines okay, columns okay. But I have fails, or I wouldn't have this pressure all the time to present models and solve problems, because those problems indeed are the motivation to continue, you all. And then the complexity of those problems got increased until the point that you are unable to solve or even present your personal financial account. You need frauds, scams, fake records in all levels, especially from the top. It's named top-down corruption scam. It's one of the target of the Operation Third Wind reviewed based on the law and order review to put the top on jail. And we are doing this using this payroll. See. In general, the distribution of values as possibility by a machine optimized to do this that couldn't get this in the 50s by the language, but nowadays they can have, positive one, track the failure negative one, and from the failure negative one understand that has some kind of motivation criminal, sometimes real criminals, sometimes criminals dripping information, and dripping information inside the criminal organization with fake records blame anyone else. It can be me, can be whatever, anyone else. And when this goes at the state level, indeed kind of this thing here set a parallel matrix as a structure and loop by the driver crime, replacing the situation here, and you have structured the criminal state gone in Brazil, in other areas that are narco governments that has all economy based on criminality. A big piece of Italy is going like this, and now you are kind of moving to USA on 2028, crossing before through Europe that has this in an entire continent despite dispersive. Any question? Found someone else when the period to do the things, the motivation is kind of over, especially when things are totally closed. Have a good day.